fine.
Your kids are facing more than you know. We're here to help.
That is the message from the Canadian Centre for Child Protection. Kids and parents may not be equipped to deal with all the issues, but there is help. Here with a look at how NeedHelpNow.ca can assist families dealing with cyberbullying. We have the Director of Education, Noni Classen. Let's start off with this problem of cyberbullying. How big an issue is this amongst our youth?
Well, it's hard to conclusively say how big of a problem it is. It's hard to measure, but what we do know is that our agency owns and operates Citytv.ca, which is the reporting line to report all sexual exploitation of children in Canada.
Right.
And what we're seeing is an increase in reports. So we're seeing an increase in reports from adults and youth themselves. And we know that in January we had a 10% increase in seeing these types of reports coming in, which tells us it's a growing problem. What we also know is that why it's difficult to measure is because most youth are dealing with this on their own. The ones that come to us are really where things get out of control and out of hand, and kids are really distressed.
Okay, now this new site, NeedHelpNow.ca, how is it designed to help?
Well, due to the increase, what we've done is we created a site to give kids back some control. So the site has been designed to help kids who have a sexual image that's circulating of them, that they've taken, they may have been experimenting, they made a mistake, and it's gone out, and now what do they do about it? And I think that because of the World Wide Web and the messaging is that kids feel really out of control and alone.
Yep.
So the site has been created to help kids know there is help. What can we do to remove the images? How can we contain the content if something's out there? How do you get it off a site depending on where it is? And how do you access or how do you go to an adult for help?
So walk me through the process. Worst case scenario, my young daughter has found out there's a picture of her somewhere that she doesn't want out. What advice do we give them?
Well, it depends. So what the site has done is we have highlighted the 5 most popular sites that we see this being reported on.
Okay.
Where we've outlined exactly how kids can report to those sites because it varies depending on the site. And it can be tricky for how to do that. But the top 3 things that they need to say in those reports so that they're taken seriously and they get noted by the website to get them down is they need to let them know that they are under 18.
Okay.
Okay, they need to let them know that it is them in the image. They are the one that's in the image.
I'm the one reporting it, okay.
Yeah, and that they have not given consent for the image to be posted on that site.
Because any of those things is enough to have that taken down permanently. And the great thing about NeedHelpNow.ca is there's actually a copy and paste form, so I can fill in the appropriate information and send it and have it deleted.
Correct.
What about parents? What can we do? Because so many of us are so concerned about this happening to our young ones. What can we do as parents?
Yes, you know, I think that this is so distressing for everybody, and as parents what we need to do is we need to know how to support youth. Youth are afraid to come forward because they think they're going to get in trouble.
Right.
They're humiliated, they're embarrassed by the incident. They need to let kids know that kids make mistakes. The mistake does not define who they are as a person. They will get through this. They're going to walk with them through it, and they need to get to the bottom of what's happened. So it's really important to understand the intent behind how the images were taken.
Okay.
And to certainly look at exactly how to report so they can get the images down and understand where the images, where they are, so how far they've been distributed and who potentially has these images so they can contain it. And I think that they need to find out if there's been a malicious nature, because if there's been anything malicious that's happened within it, where there's extortion, there is blackmail,
right,
then there needs to be a report to Cybertip because law enforcement potentially needs to get involved to determine what needs to ensue there.
So there is no hopeless cause. There are steps that we can take.
Absolutely.
We have to work together with our young people to make sure that we do everything we can. If you want more information or you'd like to see that link again or that video, just go to breakfasttelevision.ca, click on the link, and it's all right there. Going to take a break. Still plenty to come today on BT.